On this day, 42 years ago, the Supreme Court made what some consider one of its most controversial decisions in the case of Roe v. Wade.
The decision legalized abortions in the United States. Tonight, on the anniversary of that ruling, heated debate continues as the House passes an anti-abortion measure. News Channel 20's Jordan Abadea here with the details of how both sides are commemorating this day. Jordan.
Viz and Liz, across the country, people on both sides of the abortion are making their voices heard, and today's action by Congress illustrates just how hard picking a side is. Pro-life protesters stand outside Springfield's Planned Parenthood in silent prayer.
Abortion is not a simple and safe medical procedure, and women who have experienced abortion would like to help to return to wholeness, and women who are in problem pregnancies would like them to see that there are alternatives to abortion.
42 years after the Supreme Court's decision in Roe v. Wade, pro-choice advocates say abortions are at an all-time low, thanks to sex education and increased access to contraception.
It's important to note that less than 1% of abortions are performed at that late term, and that is normally to protect the health of the mother.
A newly Republican-led Congress hoped to pass a law today banning abortions after 20 weeks. But female Republican lawmakers pulled their support for the bill after a controversial clause requiring women who were raped and seeking abortions to prove it. Today, they took a more symbolic vote instead to ensure federal funds weren't going to abortions.
It's appalling that the top priority of some of the members of Congress is to insert politics into women's health. And as we mark this 42nd anniversary of Roe v. Wade, this should be an important message to politicians that the majority of Americans want them to focus on the policies that keep women moving forward rather than taking them back in time.
But for Springfield's Right to Life, banning late-term abortions isn't enough. They're going to keep working until all abortions are illegal.
In the world today, I think the thing we need more than anything else is a return to respect for all human life.
Today's pro-life rally in Springfield was peaceful and remained on the sidewalk away from the door to Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood says it's important to remember hundreds of thousands of women rely on them for medical care, not just abortions. Liz?
Thanks, Jordan. Democrats in the Senate have already come out and said they will sustain a veto for any bill limiting women's access to health care.